And we're back with some more oxygen not included. And today we're going to be tackling Fire Oni. Actually, Fire Oni. Fine. Yep, we'll be tackling Fire Oni. Now, we can't actually see the planet until we get a spaceship over there. And I'm thinking we could actually... It's only such a short distance. We might be able to get there and back. But I don't want to. The reason being, I don't think it's always going to be this close. And I'd like to make sure that we can get there, land, and then have everything we need on our ship to make it back in one piece. That's the theory. At the moment, I'm just knocking out the last of the exploration just so that we can find the last of the planets. And for example, we've got Gopin over here. Can't actually see anything on it until we get a ship there, but we can at least know it's there, so that'll be next up on the agenda. Though I think after tackling Firon, whatever it is, I think it'll be a lot easier. Now, this is going to be our ship. This is going to be what's going to allow us to tackle the Magma planet. Before we set off with this rocket, though, we've got to charge up all the stations. All the atmosuit docks, we've got to load them up with oxygen. We're going to be out there for a while, so we need to make sure that they've got atmosuits to survive in the magma-based environment. We've got an oxygen diffuser over here to provide all our oxygen needs. We've dumped just a whole bunch of berry sludge on the ground. It's 360,000 calories. That should keep the three of them going for a while. We've got an outhouse over here with 5 tons of dirt. We've got a hand sanitizing station. That's only got, well, 15 kilos of bleach stone in it, but that should be good for a long, long time. Jumbo battery and a gas pump to fill up the atmosuit docks. Oh, what else was there? Oh yes, 5 tons of steel. I figure if we're going to be working on this planet, we're going to need a lot of steel. Especially if you want to drill down all the way to the core. There's a few different methods we could take, but I want to go with the steel approach. Why are they alerting? You know what, I'm going to go silence some alerts. One final thing I forgot to put on the ship was our CO2 supply so that we can fuel up to go back. And that's going to be 5 tons of lumber. It's amazing how much weight these rockets can carry. I don't know how they're going to balance this. Because in theory, I mean, okay, we could crack open the walls and make this place even bigger, or we could do, you know, there's cheats you can do to make this even better. Like, or we could deconstruct this rocket and reconstruct it on the other end, making ourselves tons of steel. There's lots of little bugs we can take advantage of, so I'm not sure how they're going to balance this out. The ability to carry, say, several thousand tons of stuff with you inside the rocket capsule, I don't know how they're going to stop us from doing that. Especially considering we need to get food in there. Maybe we'll only be allowed to build food storage and nothing else. But even then, you'll just start building stuff inside it and deconstructing it. I don't know. It's going to be very hard for them to balance it, in my opinion. Okay, that is good. That can go. And then once that's deconstructed, we'll put back in the last mess table. And I think at that point, we'll be just about ready to launch. We'll stick in the atmosuit checkpoint there. And yeah, we'll assign 1 duplicate to fly this out and 2 others to fly the Trailblazer. I'm leaving the atmosuit checkpoint until last. The reason being, I don't want them taking off their suits in here because they'll be dumping carbon dioxide right now because they've all been in suits. This whole place is just pure oxygen. Done. Okay. Let me do a few last checks, but I think we're just about ready to go. There is nothing like having a clean mind, and our duplicates are going to have the cleanest of minds. And why is that timing out? You should have... Oh... Small transformer. Should have replaced that with a bigger transformer. Okay, fine. Well, once we've got all 3 of them with spotlessly clean minds, we'll dump them right back into we'll send them into the rockets. We've got 2 Trailblazers like before, and I'm pretty sure this is the correct space for... I really wish I could rename the rockets. This is so frustrating. But once they're all scrubbed up and good to go, we'll launch them on their way. Everyone is just awake. Fruit Loops, Keymaker, and Motherlode are 3 industrious dupes. Now they're going to pop into their shuttles. That's 1 inside. Oh, yeah, great time to save their game. It's fine. In you go. View interior. Now what we want to do is have them strip off the suit. Unequip the suit. Boom. And stay in there. Next up, where's the other 2? We basically want them to get in and take their suits off. And we don't want them to put their suits back on until it's time for them to deploy to the planet. So we want you to unequip the suit. Perfect. Now all we need to have is Fruit Loops to show up. Fruit Loops. Come on, buddy. Where are you? He's the crew that's for this ship. And we are going to change their destination. Yeah. Now, what we could do is we could fly to this planet first. But you know what? No, we're gonna be doing this risky style. Because why not? And where are you? All the crews are on board. All right, people. Let's acknowledge warnings and launch. Now, judging by this ship's past performance... oh, wait. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. This one will be the slowest ship at getting there, namely because of its size. Also, it may be because it's carrying tons of stuff in it. Now, how long is that going to take them to get there? 0.6 cycles. Okay. So they'll get there, we'll drop them down, and then we'll have them build a launch pad or a rocket pad, and we'll use that rocket pad to land the main module. The main module should be able to give them life support services until we get more permanent facilities built. We've got all 3 rockets here. Let's see. So I'm trying to select which ones we're going to send down to the planet. How do I tab between these? Oh, yeah. Maybe I should have put bathrooms in all of these. Never mind. They'll be a little bit annoyed at the start. But let's have a look at the planet. That's what's going to determine what our chances of survival are like. And whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go. Well, that looks uncomfortable. Ooh, that looks very uncomfortable. I'm thinking we land over here. It's only 1400 degrees. That should be fine. It's only obsidian. We just land here and we put down our rocket silo over here. We can maybe dig up some of this obsidian for... What's that there? Will that disappear into the vacuum of space? No. We can dig up some of this obsidian. We can use that as a building material, which is perfect. Unfortunately, we're not going to be getting over there anytime soon. A bunch of this magma is going to fade into the background of space. You can see here there's a vacuum right there, so that stuff is going to disappear. Some of it is not. Oh, yep, space exposure, that's also going to go as well. So I'm thinking landing here is a bad idea. Landing here might be a better idea. We put down our 2 modules, deconstruct them, turn them into a rocket silo, and put the rocket silo... We might be able to put the rocket silo over this side. Let me think. I think we're going to have to deploy here. It's pretty much the only location. So, Venus... Yeah, you. Time for you to put on your suit. Motherload... Damn it. Where are you all? So Motherload puts on that suit. Then we'll go into the other one, and Keymaker, you're going to have to put on this suit. Right, and once you're loaded up, come on, put it on. Perfect, you're good to go. Ready to be deployed, like a monkey ready to be shot into space. Dump you right there. Perfect. Wait a minute. Go back down. Show me what's going on. Yep, there comes the module. Now, next up. You ready to be shot into space? Yes, you are. We're going to deploy you as well. Boom. And that's 2 of you down. Let's see how long you survive. Now, they're standing on top of the obsidian, but in a vacuum, so they shouldn't really get much heat issues. Alright, boom. Deconstruct. Why do you have no helmet? I think that's just a bug. As far as I can tell, they still have the helmet on. It's just a graphical glitch because they've been deployed out of the landers. Anyway, it won't make a difference. Rocketry, and come on. Give me a deconstruct, and rocket platform. Perfect. Now, where can we squeeze that in? There? I'm thinking there's a good idea. Ooh. Let me double think this for a second. We could force that magma out of there and give ourselves a larger area to work with. It would also allow us to dig out a bunch of stuff, but I'm not sure. No, we can't mess around here. We can make more space later. We'll build a rocket silo. We'll worry about the problems later. Now, one of them is going to start digging that, or making that. The other one is going to start digging us up some resources. There we go. Thank God we brought someone with the ability to dig this. It's triple toughness, so you need whatchamacallit. Sorry, I am thinking way too much about this. You need to have the triple skill, as in, where is it? Yep, super hard digging to be able to even dig this stuff, so someone needs to come with that right out of the gate. Ooh, I think we're going to be pretty good on this. Insufficient oxygen generation. Yep, not a surprise. Alright, let's get this done. Boom. Sorted. Okay, where is... Venus? That's the one I want to say. We are going to change, and we are going to land you. I right-clicked, didn't I? We're going to left-click you. And you should immediately land on Furon. Perfect. Now, change group. Keymaker, Motherload, come on board. Oh, okay, that's us in. Oh, come on. Deliver this suit. Oh, nope, deliver the other suit. There we go. So now we've got them in space, on a ship, with enough algae to keep them going for quite a long time, enough food to keep them going for quite a long time, They've also got a dining area. Unfortunately, the dining area is only basic. If you look in here, it's only going to give them a +3 morale bonus. But they will get a nice big morale bonus from eating the food. Where is it? Oh, you haven't eaten your food yet today. Oh, consumables. Every damn time I forget this. We have to allow them to eat this stuff. Oh, I keep banning them to stop them from eating it when they don't need it. Alright, well, you're here. We've got enough to keep you going. I think we'll leave it one shift, just let them all get their morale back up and running, because, well, their stress is starting to go up, and I didn't bring a massage table. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't fit it in. There was just too much other stuff we had to cram in. A lot of thought and effort went into doing this. I think this is like the third design I came up with. I designed it in debug mode until I eventually was satisfied with it. We managed to fit in just about everything. I even considered getting rid of the hand sanitizer station and instead just bringing those pills you use to cure food poisoning. Because I figured even if they did get food poisoning, we could just cure them with tablets and keep pushing through. Though in the end I decided, you know what, I can squeeze in the hand sanitizer, so why not? Alright, that's the end of the day. One thing we have to be really careful about though is this jumbo battery. We cannot let it run out. If the jumbo battery runs out, they can't get back in here. If they can't get back in here, they can't get access to the suits. So we're going to set everyone's priorities very, very carefully. Plan is very simple. Life support and operation are the two key ones. Oh, wait, where's the other one? Is it tidy? Yeah. Tidy, unfortunately, is also going to have to be cranked up. Otherwise, they'll forget to clean out the outhouse. Now, I know this is overkill, but we're on a very hostile planet and we need to be super duper careful. And this is going to be a little inefficient in time because they're going to run around and do things they're not optimized at. Building and digging are going to be over here, though. I don't think the digging really matters because the only person who can dig on this planet will be Motherlode. They're the only one who've got the skills to dig. And I can't really skill up anyone else without causing issues. Now we've got to figure out some way of drilling down into the core of this planet. Now, there's a few options here. One we can do is steel doorways. So this was sort of my idea because I did this last time we were digging into a volcanic planet. We basically just dig down and we can build walls to the side made out of obsidian. And we can use steel doors down the middle until we break down to get through to some niobium. That should be fairly straightforward. Well, in theory. Though I would like to get more materials. Let's see what we can scoop out here. For some bizarre reason, they're not putting on suits on the way out. Is this... Oh, damn it. I think I know the problem. The moment they hit here, they teleport. They don't actually pass the location. This is a problem. This means we're going to have to manually do this. Oh, I wish I'd known this before it started. That would have made things simpler. Okay, we're going to have to send everyone back in, manually get them to put their suits on, and we may just have to get rid of the atmosuit checkpoint. Let me think. We'll limit outside activities to motherload, and we'll manually keep an eye on their suit. Once they run into problems, we'll manually move them back inside. Okay, that seems to be working. Yeah, we couldn't have them out here without suits, otherwise they would just be scalded the moment they touch the ground. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Maybe we can push that out with a little bit of a brick. So if we put a brick right about there made out of obsidian. Oh, no, what are you doing, Fruit Loops? Oh, kind of worked. Okay, we'll do it again. Perfect. What did it do to a rocket platform? Rocket platform didn't even notice the problem. And we'll slowly but surely be able to do something about that. Now, another option that people have mentioned is sticking in a pitcher pump. So we could just get plumbing. Where is it? A pitcher pump. We could just stick that there, and then we could, well, set ourselves up a trough and just start pumping the magma out of here and dumping it into a trough and destroying it. Well, dumping it into the vacuum of space. Though that feels kind of, well, slightly more cheaty than the method we're going to use. And, ooh, there's the volcano down there. Considering... What was it they said about this place? One second, let's go to the star map. I think that's supposed to be... What type of volcano is it? Niobium, yes. A Niobium volcano? Yes, a Niobium volcano. That's going to be... Oh, and it jumps us straight through it. Yeah, well, Niobium volcano is going to be entertaining to try and tame. Though, how we're going to get down there, wow. Yeah, you know what? That's for another day. All we want to do is get our hands on a little bit of niobium and get out of here alive. One of the first things I want to do here is go across and score ourselves some more obsidian. We need building blocks. The more building blocks we have, the better. Oh my god, Fruit Loops, you goddamn muppet. 1 second. You need to move over there somewhere and stop joining in. We do not need your help right now. Right. You know what? Deconstruct that atmosuit checkpoint if you wouldn't mind. Then I'm going to get you all to put on suits. We're going to... That way. It should hopefully work. Maybe. Yeah, so you and Keymaker can both put suits on. And then, of course, you'll start to run out of oxygen at some point, but that's fine. Once that starts to happen, we'll get you to put the suits manually back into the docks, wait until they recharge, and do it all over again. Okay, what are we going to do over here? There is one game mechanic we can take advantage of. When you create something, it's temperature defaults to, what was it, 40 degrees or something like that? Or it should. Oh, damn it, that drywall automatically went really hot. In that case, let's deconstruct it, and let's start again. I think if we deconstruct it and reconstruct it, it should come back as actual hot or cooler drywall. You know what, let's just make a piece there to make sure I'm not imagining things. It used to be all materials would default to 40 degrees from the moment when they were constructed. Yeah, 45C. Okay, so we should in theory be able to just generate chill that way and use that to turn all that magma into igneous rock for our use. That was too much effort. We're just gonna... Don't stand in the magma. Just, no, stop that. Don't be dopey. Oh. Jesus Christ. Fruit Loops, you should probably go back into the base. And yeah, we should be able to drain some of the magma out of here at least, and then we can get access to some more. You are such muppets. I need to find something for you to do so you stop trying to murder yourselves. I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to cut through here. Straight down, I think. Yeah, where is it? Let me think of the best place to go down. I don't want to interfere with our... Yeah, through here. Here seems probably the most straightforward. Let me just outline it now. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable place to go. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky bit. We want to try and save as much of the obsidian as we possibly can because it's our only building block and we're going to need it. Especially when we want to build our CO2 stuff for getting out of here. How much CO2 do we have left? Absolutely zero. Yep, that's perfectly normal. We're going to save that stuff in there, and this is going to be a very little delicate operation to dig our way down through here. So the joy of these mechanized airlocks, last I checked, was you can build through them without opening them. So we've sealed that off, we're not allowing anyone through, and now if we build that through, we should force all the magma out of the way. Well, that's how it used to work. For the time being, we're still collecting some of this obsidian over here to add to our storage piles, and yep, there you go. See, they can do it. They can do it downwards, but they can't do it parallel. So if you, say, put them this way, they can't build through this door to the opposite side. They can only do it when it's downward facing. Maybe upwards as well, but that's just one of those joyous things. Now what we do is we allow that door to open. Now they can get in there if they want, and then we say grab an obsidian tile and put one either side. And since they can now open this door, in fact we'll just open it ourselves, but can't get through this one, which we're going to leave closed, they're able to go through this one, stand on the door down here and build those obsidian tiles diagonally. Then we just build another door down. And repeat until we get down to this level, which case we'll have to do some other things, but this should be a slow but steady way to drill our way down to the necessary resources. Unless, of course, I'm trying to think of another legit way of doing this, and the only way I can think of doing it is bringing along plastic, steam turbines, and a bunch of water, and slowly but surely solidifying the planet. Or, you know, this method over here. Wow, Keymaker, you're getting a shower. I understand you need a shower. You've been a while with that one, but I think there's better ways to get a shower. Jesus. They're just so suicidal. It's insane. After a slow, painful effort, we've managed to dig our way down here, which, in all fairness, I wasn't expecting this to be easy. I'm worried about our walls, but so far they seem to be holding up. We could also use, oh, there was a blob. I could hear something go blob. But I think it immediately solidified once it got through the walls. Can we repair those? Let me think. You see, the problem is we've compressed so much magma in here, it's starting to push through. We might want a double layer, as in this side is holding up better. We might want to move our... Oh. Wow, are we out of... No, we're not out of obsidian. I think what we could do is move those to the other side, and then we could double wall over here. Or even move the wall back one step. If we move the wall back one step, it will relieve some of the pressure in here. Actually, let's double wall it and see what happens. I can see it now. Every so often this will leak a little bit. I think the pressure in there is just a little bit too much when it gets too high. At which point it pushes through. And then once it gets a little bit of damage, our people come along and repair it. So we do have time. It's just not very stable. It does feel a bit weird digging into this planet, but I will admit all of our petroleum boiler efforts have really resulted in a good knowledge of how to deal with magma. Okay, we're down to the good stuff now. We're finally getting to the niobium, so we can pretty much load it up and bring it home, and all we got to do is put ourselves together a little facility to produce carbon dioxide. I'm thinking, yeah, we can just throw something together here, throw some wood into a furnace, and it will produce enough carbon dioxide to get us out of here. This worked out less painful than I thought it was going to be. Now that this whole place is stripped out, it's time to collect all the resources. This actually worked out excellently. I can't wait to come back for that volcano, but I think we're going to need to come back better prepared. This was a good start, but I don't think it is the end by any means. In fact, I think we can put down a couple of extra rocket silos. I mean, we have the steel for it, so maybe stick one there. And put in some ladders, of course, so that people can get it on and off the rocket. And that way we can at least come back here quite handily. Then we need to just put our little refueling station right here. This, yes, I'm going to call this a success so far. Over here is where we're going to put in our little wood burner, made of steel, some automation wires, and a few bits and bobs. We're going to use this to fuel everything. Now, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to need to make a few minor modifications here. Let's automate this a little bit more. I want to have an auto sweeper in there so it can automatically load the wood for us. Oh, and we're also going to need drywall backing. Well, we don't really have much choice in materials, so obsidian it is. Turns out there's not much choices on this planet. Yep, we have enough resources for that. Perfect. Worst case scenario, we could just dig down here and dig out some more of this obsidian, though. I think we've definitely compressed some of the magma around here a little bit more than I'm comfortable with. You know what? We can get rid of some more of the magma over here and free ourselves up some space. We might even start scooping some of that out. Though I do like the idea of turning this place into a giant power place for no reason. I mean, we wouldn't be able to get the power off the planet. Though I suppose you could bottle up the magma and bring it with you. No. That's too much effort. Too much effort to fly that internationally just yet. Let's wait until they get the rockets more organized and we have different fuel types. Right now, the fuel types don't matter, as in carbon dioxide and the sucrose engines. Both of them are the exact same. So where is it? Waiting to land up. See these engines here. Where is it? God damn it. Sugar engine. So the sugar engine looks like it has better stats, but realistically they both have identical ones for now. It's still early days in this DLC. Wait until they update it and then it might be more useful to use them. And I hear hydrogen engines are also going to be along in a while as well, so liquid hydrogen will be back on the menu, and liquid oxygen. All done, ready to go. Now, we need to... Oh, yeah, we have no power yet, and we should probably open the door so people can load it up at least to start. There's no batteries in here to keep this going. It's going to require a bunch of manual starting, but I figure if we put that to there... Oh, turn that on. We turn that on, it should request lumber. Once the lumber's in, it's going to start generating carbon dioxide and power as well. Which means it should be self-sustaining. Perfect. It's on. Then we stop anyone from going in. Right, now it's going to produce small amounts of carbon dioxide at first. Well, actually quite a small amount of carbon dioxide. The heat of this is at... Ooh, it is going to go up. Thankfully, it's made of steel, so we should be able to get plenty out of it. We can come back later with a thermium one, or a more permanent solution to this. Alright, once we've got enough carbon dioxide in there, we'll use that to fuel our rocket. While we're here, we might as well land the other rockets, though. Since we are demolishing them, it might be an idea maybe to catch the stuff that falls out of them. I'm pretty sure the rocket silo thing, it'll just pass straight through it, so we do want to put in a floor. Oh, this floor is going to totally get scalded, isn't it? I got an idea. Oh, well, there goes some of that stuff. I think we can use mesh tiles. Technically, it'll be in the vacuum of space. And because it's in the vacuum of space, that should mean they won't transfer heat. If we put down regular tiles, they'll touch that liquid and then they'll start, transferring heat and things will get uncomfortable. See, like you can see that one there. We don't want to cook anything that comes out of the rockets we land. We have all the carbon dioxide we need. Rockets full up. I decided to drain some magma over here, so we've got a lot of bottle emptiers. That way they can do their maximum carry. Though I don't think they're maxed out on their carry capacity just yet. That should start eating through that. Though, no, we don't care. What we want to do is land the rockets that are around Furion. Oh, wait, wrong one. This one, it's already on autopilot, so let's change that. Land. Okay. And let's see, it should... Wow, okay, that was fast. Perfect. Okay, we don't need any of this. We can start deconstructing it. So let's demolish a lot of it. We don't need any of it. Do I think some oxygen is going to come out of the top of that? Let's hope it's not too messy. And at the same time, we can demolish the other one, and we can use the resources to leave here for our next attempt at taming this planet. We have run into a little bit of a problem. The atmosuit docks are both busted. And the reason they're busted is we keep bumping in gas, and there's carbon dioxide in there. Reason being, we've been here a while. Our carbon dioxide levels have gone up way high. What I did last time was I deconstructed one of these. And that freed up enough copper for us to repair one of the docks. Well, the other two docks. So I just deconstructed one of the docks. This is going to cause some popped eardrums. Sorry, guys. Before I just loaded up the suit, though it was still active. I caught it in time and I managed to load up the suits to do it. Okay, boom. So we got enough copper. That dumps 15 kilos of copper in there. You going to repair that? Anyone want to repair it? No? No. Yeah, popped eardrums. That's going to drive stress up if we're not careful. Okay, boom. That means they can now get out, which means we are running out of time. We need to start storing resources in here. We need to bring in the niobium. Once we bring the niobium in, we can get out of here. Where's the... How much have we got? Ooh, 1,400 degrees. 705 kilos at 4... Cancel auto delivery. Oh, that's too hot. That'll cook the ship. Or will it cook the ship? I'm not sure. Actually, we have a bunch of cold dirt. If we mix it with the cold dirt, will that help? Yeah, let's try that. Let's put in all the cultivatable soil in here. We've got a whole bunch of dirt. We'll dump a lot of it in there. Then what we'll do is we'll limit the size so we only bring in a few kilos of the niobium. We don't want to bring in all the niobium, just enough niobium to sort us. It'd be unfortunate if we cooked ourselves doing this. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, we'd have to spend the entire trip back in atmosuits. And we'd probably destroy a bunch of equipment. Anything in here? I think we're just going to deconstruct this. We don't need it, do we? Nope. I kind of don't want to leave the rockets out here because currently they're just, well, they're going to float in space and be a waste of time. What the? Oh, yeah. Slowly but surely we can get rid of all that magma. Oh, that is dumb. Sorry. Right, I probably should have noticed that was a silly place to have those pumps. Okay, waste of time, waste of time. In my defense, it's been a bit crazy for a while. Oh, that polluted water is going to give off gas, isn't it? It'll be fine. It'll eventually evaporate. Wow, we have carbon dioxide down there? How do we have carbon dioxide down there? It must have came from here? Or maybe we deconstructed a pipe, did we? You know what? Don't care. With the interior, how's this looking? We have 4,385. So we're going to make that 4,386. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in rare resources. And we're going to see what that does when we bring them in. That should hopefully, the dirt, I figure, should counteract the niobium. And immediately drag its temperature down. Okay, that seemed to work. What's the temperature like in here? Ooh, 36 degrees. Well, I suppose we have been running batteries and we've been running hot for a while. Let's say, how many kilos do we need? We need 5 kilos to bring home at least. 4,400. 4,400 kilos. Also the name of a TV show. Worth it. Come on. Load up the niobium. Once the niobium's in, we're going to have to get out of here. If there's any problems with heat, we'll just have everyone dump into their atmosuits. No. Instantly decrease the temperature. Ooh, maybe we should take a bit more. No, it's already the 4,400. It's too perfect. Alright, let's see if there's anything left to do before we go. I remembered what was left to do. Land the other rocket. And demolish this one too. There's no point leaving here. Cancel auto delivery, deconstruct, and deconstruct. We'll get rid of those and that'll free up a bunch of space. Well, we can keep those resources here for our next mission. Alright, with that done, I think we're good. We got what we wanted from this planet. Just about. Though there is a bunch of niobium I would like to come back from. We don't really need it, to be honest. But the way the mechanics work, we can just grind up our own. As long as we have enough tungsten to make it. Everyone crew back up. Well, okay, once who's it? Fruit Loops has sorted that out. We'll pull them back into the ship and we'll head home. This was a fun little trip down Magma Lane, I suppose. Goodbye, Magma Planet, and good luck. You were horrifyingly annoying, but we got what we wanted. Alright, how long is that going to take before everyone gets back home? Okay, it'll be a little while, but we all know they've got enough to keep them going. I kind of like this ship idea. I think, yeah, we stick with 2 atmosuit docks. Fine, only 2 of them can exit at a time, but at least one of them, that means one of them can always man the generator. Kind of works out. So Motherload can take her suit and go, and then we'll let Fruit Loops out finally. And once they're done, I think we'll get rid of the atmosuit dock, just for a wee bit. In fact, I'm pretty sure this ship is kind of done for. My reasoning being, we can't really get rid of the carbon dioxide in here. We'd have to put in a carbon skimmer, which means we'd have to bring in water, and then we'd have to sieve the water or get the water in. It's actually just easier to deconstruct the entire capsule and replace it. This is sort of a one-off mission. But it did its job admirably. It really did. Time to demolish this and put the parts where they need to go. We're also going to need to get rid of all the niobium and dirt out of here. Niobium needs to go down to our metal refinement. We immediately need to start turning that into better stuff. This entire... it's a pity we demolished the rocket. I kind of would like to keep them, but they take up so much space. As well as that, we're going to want to store our berry sludge somewhere. I'm thinking we'll just throw it down here, out of the way. That way people can keep throwing it in there. We can find some other use for it later. We're going to put all of our wolframite and niobium in here, and first things first, let's make ourselves some tungsten. Let's say 10 pieces of that to start. You know what, make that 15. 15 pieces to start, we're going to need it. While we're cooking up all of that tungsten, oh, actually we'll store the tungsten here as well. We'll keep all the tungsten, wolframite and niobium in there. Actually the niobium should probably be moved over here if I'm honest. Yep. Then we're going to have a molecular forge, just a quick one. We don't really need anything too fancy, but it could generate a bit of heat, so maybe... yeah, we'll make some radiant tiles there beside it, or radiant liquid pipes to our cooling loop. So thermium just requires 5 kilos of niobium, which we've brought back about 15 kilos of this stuff, and it requires 95 kilos of tungsten. So we can just make... well, so far we can make 3 batches of that. So we'll make 3 batches of thermium, and once that's done... ooh, they've changed the animation on this. That actually looks pretty cool, though it doesn't seem like they're doing anything. They just sort of stand there and nod and smile at it approvingly. Alright, with all of that done, we've got 300 kilos of thermium, the really rare material. So what we can do is go over here. You see, we can actually turn thermium back into niobium. So we can turn 100 kilos of thermium back into 100 kilos of niobium, which I think we'll do. We'll do 1 batch of that. Then we can use that to make 20 more batches of thermium. We can use the niobium to make more thermium. And then we can use that thermium to get our petroleum boiler going. Are you doing... which one are you doing? Yep, he just did the thermium to niobium. So that 15 kilos of niobium we just brought back has now morphed into 100. Perfect. Now we just need about 10 more of these. That will give us 1,200 kilos, which will allow us to make a thermium macrotuner to produce our petroleum boiler. But that will have to wait for the next episode. I'm sorry if this episode is a little bit shorter than normal. It's just most of the effort in this one went into designing the ship we sent out. I wanted to make sure we had everything with us so that when we did land, we could actually get there and take off. So that was where the bulk of the time investment was on this episode. I think, though, we're pretty well sorted for a return journey. When we come back here, which will probably be to tame this volcano, though I'm not sure we want to. The reason being, we might be better off just going and getting a... where is it? There's a tungsten volcano on one of these planets. Which one's got tungsten? Not you, not you. Oh, there's a planet over... yeah, there's a tungsten volcano over here. If we tame the tungsten volcano, we can just convert all of that to thermium. The niobium we don't really need. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still want to go and tame it. Just we don't need it just yet. And we've found all the planets, luckily enough. So we've got the ice planet over here, and we've got this one over there. I'm thinking next up we just do... well, there's a few things I want to take just to finish off here to be completed. So I think next episode we'll knock all of those out. I want to extend the power grid down here, put in a petroleum boiler, hook this power grid up as well to the solar at the top of the map, and basically just start running everything off one centralized grid. This whole diversified stuff is nice, having separate grids, but no, I want it all centralized. We're going to need an awful lot more petroleum boilers, and then we're going to be running... well, where is it? We're going to be running this place flat out on all the oil wells. Yep, there's stuff that needs doing. But for now, I think we can... I think I'm going to take a break. Just for a few hours now after that one. That was actually rather stressful digging all the way down. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed and good luck.